I wear the mask in order to protect this city. But when faced with a new breed of criminals calling themselves the Pact, the direct approach was met with disaster. I had to don a different mask. As Bruce Wayne, I infiltrated their ranks. The plan was to get in, set the trap, and get out. But the plan failed. Now they're one step closer to their goal, and all I have are questions. What is the Pact really after? Why steal Riddler's body? Friend or foe?
Nice place you got here. Did it come with the vermin, or did you add that yourselves? This everyone? Riddler mentioned Harley.
Miss Quinn is otherwise occupied.
Our crossing the river stinks.
We are the entirety of our cabal at the moment. Oh, this gentleman was someone we picked up after Riddler's departure. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce, was it? Charmed.
Be gentle. This is Mr. Wayne's first foray into the field of felonry.
Pleasure to meet you.
Something tells me the pleasure is going to be all mine.
Enough pleasantries. You have the device? Excellent. Harley said your gems were in her safe.
If she fails to return, you can pester John. He knows the code.
It's fine. We can start.
Oh, let's get to... What are we doing?
Well, we're going to extricate the body. Riddler built a secret back door into the security system of his old employer. I need to scan his eyes and then create a retinal key for them. Then I'll use the key to make goggles, and we can open whatever doors he could. Help me lift. This wasn't the original plan. He was supposed to be alive, but things change. Get his head in a good position. That's far enough. Dig the plates under his lids, press the button, and scan away. Ugh, that's gross. What the hell did they do to him? And what's with the refrigerator coffin? Why would the agency transport him like this? This doesn't add up, Bruce. Bruce, I'm sorry about Lucius. I'm guessing it wasn't a gas leak or whatever the news said.
You're right. Riddler killed him. But it was meant for me.
Damn it, Bruce. This isn't all on you. On to the next. I didn't know what I'd be walking into with this group, but I certainly didn't expect it to involve you. And I know you're no stranger to peril, but you shouldn't be here. So, what gives?
I wouldn't exactly say I'm part of the team.
Also, the sky is blue. Now you say another obvious thing. This is the game we're playing, right? Whatever your plan was, must have gone horribly awry for you to end up here like this.
You're not the only one with questions.
One question. Make it fast.
How did you get involved with these psychopaths?
Ran into Harley once or twice, but I knew Riddler. He tried to bring me in before... well, before someone here probably killed him.
Have we concluded?
2 eyes in the can.
Excellent work. Then we can...
She's back! You were there, and I was here. I was on my way. Well, I was getting to get on my way. Look, I put on shoes.
Oh, thanks, Puddin'. You would have had a blast if you were with me. And how about this one? Did you miss me, Sugar?
Well, John was beside himself.
Was? I'd say still is. So I got one question for you. If you missed me so much, why the hell did you let them leave me behind? Since Big Bad Bane's plan almost got one of our most valuable members killed today, we're having a change in management.
What the hell?
So speak up if there are any objections. We can hash this out in a reasonable manner.
Harley!
Oh, this one's actually got some brains. Everyone else better be smart too.
You! You are a means to an end. When this is over,
Did it occur to any one of you people that the job we just pulled went sideways a little too quick? I think they knew we were coming, because a little rat told them. Bane was right to beat up his guy before we left to hit the convoy. He just beat up the wrong one. Since he couldn't deliver, I'm taking over the case. And I'm not gonna let whoever it is stop me from getting what I want. This leak, it almost got me killed. So now, no one moves, no one breathes without my say-so. 'Cause I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. And whoever it is gonna find their insides suddenly al fresco. That make you nervous, Bruce? What do you have to say?
Hey, I'm on your side, Harley. There's no need for threats.
Stop waiting!
Excuse me, Peanut Gallery? You got something to say?
Wayne pulled his own out there. Saw it with my own two eyes.
I ain't gonna let a good effort go unnoticed.
Then, let's get back to work. If anyone else has any issues with the New World Order, my door is always open.
lead us to our prize, and all will be forgiven.
Wayne, come here a second.
Thanks for vouching back there.
Hey, it's tough in the trenches. We gotta look out for one another. Otherwise...
Hiya, Bruce. Guess you're clear. For now. Because apparently you're so capable. I got an errand for you. I know just about everything about Riddler's plan. But he kept one card close to his chest. The location of the job. Took the secret to his grave. Now I got his laptop. But look at this. And keep your yap shut. Can't let any of these mooks sense weakness. It's encrypted! It's like he knew not to trust any of us. Go figure.
Okay, let me see the laptop. I'm pretty tech savvy. Maybe I can crack it.
Bruce, in case you missed it, we have a mole problem. And until we clear that up, the keys to the kingdom stay with me. Got it? Riddler had a beef with his former employers, who were cooking up some very dangerous and super fun stuff at a black site lab somewhere here in Gotham.
And what is it we're after? This super fun stuff?
You ask a lot of questions. You know that? I've been able to piece together most of his plan, except where the black site is. You're gonna find the location. And when you do, maybe you'll get a treat. A sweet, delicious little treat.
Well, I'm your guy. What do you need?
See, I ain't letting this laptop out of my sight until I clear up this mole problem. So, I want you to head over to Riddler's place and do some digging.
I might need some help. That place is full of death traps.
Take John with you. Just don't get him hurt. That's my job.
Road trip? With Bruce? I meant...
Actually, I was thinking Catwoman. After all, she knew him.
Good points. Take her too.
I'll grab some snacks.
What's that guy's story?
Cat lady, are you more of a beef jerky or trumpet-shaped corn bites girl? Why am I even asking? I'll bring both.
Well, there's never a dull moment with John around.
Why do I get the feeling that's not a good thing?
Who's ready to hit the road?
Who you gonna tell if you see anything that ain't on the up and up?
You, Harley. But don't worry, Bruce is my best friend. He'd never betray me.
Oh, sweet, innocent Puddin'. Friends have the easiest access to stab you in the back. Now get out of here.
I call shotgun.
I want that black site location.
Can't believe this is where he decided to set up shop. Wasn't like him to slum it.
I always thought the abandoned water tower was an odd choice. I mean, the mold risk alone.
It's not the abode of a man who asked me to steal a Renoir, that's for sure.
We should check for traps. Who knows what Riddler did to this place?
On it. Come on, John.
Waller.
Glad you answered. We need to talk. Listen about the convoy. We couldn't get to you safely. The EMP blast knocked out my ability to communicate with my field agents. I'm sorry. It obviously wasn't supposed to go down like that.
Thanks for the apology.
I'm trying my best here, Bruce. I hate to say it, but I underestimated just how ruthless and capable these freaks are. You being inside, it's our best hope.
Well, now they have Riddler's body. It was cryogenically frozen. By the agency.
Bruce, this was a 60-year-old man who went toe-to-toe with Batman. I have some very interested researchers who wanted to see what kept him ticking.
Wait, I got the punchline wrong. Let me start.
It's fine, John.
Riddler's eyes. They're a key to a door that lies somewhere in Gotham. And Harley doesn't know the location. She asked me to find it.
Stay put for now and maintain your cover at all costs. This is our chance to get ahead of this train.
So I say, Doc, I'll have what she's having.
It was a good thing we searched around. I noticed an old security camera and deactivated it. No telling what we'll come across inside.
Okay, let's find a way in.
Just have to get through these boards.
Don't worry, I brought my key.
Let me give it a shot.
Okay, share and share alike is what I always say.
Who's there? Don't move!
Wait a minute. I know you. You're Bruce Wayne.
Guilty as charged.
Want to explain what you're doing out here? This isn't exactly the Heights.
You know I'm friends with Jim Gordon. If you want to check on me, just call him up.
You think I'm gonna interrupt the boss and his family at dinner?
I don't know. Are you? No, okay. Detective
Bullock.
Detective Bullock, right. Look, there's actually a very good reason for all of this.
Stay right there, jerkwad. I'm calling this in. I've been asked to report any suspicious activity around here, and you're acting suspicious.
Oh, come on now, Detective. We can work this out, just the two of us.
I disagree. Bruce freaking Wayne. Unbelievable. Wouldn't even be working tonight if I didn't need the extra dough. But maybe this will make me look good with the boss.
Oh, what a satisfying noise! Can I do it again? I want to record it for my ringtone.
No, John. Let's go. He won't be out for long. Come on, let's get moving. It's even worse than I expected. The man I knew was flawed, but he could still muster a little warmth.
Huh, sounds like you knew a very different Riddler than the one I met. I wish he'd never come back to Gotham.
Me too.
Look, there's no sense in fooling yourself. People are who they are.
I guess that's why you're here, huh? Bruce Wayne, criminal to the core.
You knew him best. Where do you think he'd keep any info on what we're after?
Well, not to state the obvious, but it's probably behind a riddle or a puzzle somewhere.
Oh, I call the downstairs bedroom.
Careful, John. This place is probably a death trap. Follow him, Bruce. I don't want John's curiosity to get us killed.
I'm getting really tempted to touch something.
How many TVs does one guy need?
Probably afraid he'd miss something.
Sure proud of his exploits, wasn't he? Riddler's bed couldn't look less comfortable if he tried. Pair of Riddler's shoes.
He didn't exactly have great fashion sense. You're taking his shoes?
They might be useful.
Okay. They're less expensive than what you usually wear.
Handcart? Wonder what he was moving.
You gotta admire the ingenuity. It's a wonderful toy.
It's a wonderful way to lose your hand.
Well, you know what they say. Curiosity killed the cat.
There's something under here. Some kind of platform.
Hey, Bruce, I've been wanting to talk to you. Alone.
You have?
I don't like how cozy Catwoman was with Riddler.
Because he was a killer?
Because he was rude to me. We need to stick together. I don't trust this kitten one bit. You know what they say about a black cat crossing your path?
You're right, John.
I am. Of course I am.
Watch out, in case she tries to make a move.
Let me help you out there, Bruce. I don't want you to bend your collarbone.
Welcome to the Maelstrom. Deeper and deeper you go. This is the vortex of life, pulling you down into its depths. You work, you sleep, you die. At all times, 1 foot in the grave until the second inevitably follows. You have to work hard and sleep hard in order to earn your way 6 feet under.
What did I tell you? I suppose those are our clues to whatever Riddler is hiding in here.
That's odd.
This is my city. This is my plan. Nobody will interfere.
That sounds positive.
I take you by night, by day take you back. None suffer to have me, but do from my lack. Oh, goody. It looks like you've got both feet in the grave.
You hear that? It's like you're standing on an elevator. I bet whatever we're looking for is down there. Maybe someone should stay up here. Keep watch.
Good point. Let's go, Bruce. Sorry, cat lady.
Or maybe you could stay?
Oh no! Harley gave me an assignment, and I mean to fulfill it.
We'll go first. Make sure it's safe.
Bruce, you care about me that much? And here I thought I was losing you to her. I'll be on the next one, so don't die before I get there.
He's something. Charming and unnerving at the same time. So, now that we have a moment, care to fill me in? Care to tell me the real reason you're doing this? Out with it, Bruce.
I'm undercover.
For yourself? Isn't Bruce Wayne kind of always undercover? Or is it the other way around?
No, yes, I'm undercover working with a group called the Agency.
Partnered up with people, huh? Good to hear you've grown a bit. Sorry if I was a little rattled at the clubhouse back there. Wasn't quite ready to see your face again, but you look good. Even with what looks like a piercing gone wrong. Not great or anything.
You look great too.
I didn't say great. I said good.
Okay, duly noted. Now it's my turn. Why are you here? You're not really in bed with this pact.
And what if I am? Maybe I need the money. Maybe I don't. Who knows? The world's a complicated place.
Then you're going down. Same as them.
Remind me what happened the last time you tried to take me down. I don't think we need to go through that again.
Yoo-hoo! Can you two get a move on? Playing guard is getting pretty...
Just another minute. We've got it under control, John.
Fine. But we've got a job to do, remember?
Let's just see what this is all about. Oh, not a typical on button. Encrypted. Just like the laptop. There must be something nearby we can use. Didn't Riddler carry one of these in Europe?
He did, but they were purely aesthetic.
USB drive. You think it might be a trap?
Maybe. But we already made it past the line of security, so... maybe not.
Your certainty is assuring. Here we go.
Decryptor detected. Accessing Sanctus Project Lotus files.
Project Lotus.
Sanctus.
Retinal scan required.
Shit. I haven't made the goggles yet.
Retinal scan. Timeout. Hephaestus protocol enacted.
The decryptor!
You know what Sanctus is, don't you?
I heard stories on jobs. Best I can piece together, they're a group up to... no good is generous. They're scary.
Great.
One thing's for sure. We're not getting any more info off that thing.
Well, there's always Riddler's laptop. Harley still has it.
The decryptor probably works with that as well.
Everything okay down there? Send the lift back up.
I should have come back sooner and reeled Riddler in, but I didn't. Knowing he was tangled up with Sanctus, and what he did to Lucius. This is my fault. My mess to clean up.
By yourself? I can help.
Why? Do I look like I need your help? You don't have the code to do what needs to be done here, Bruce. You want to do this your way? You'll have to beat me to it.
What are you doing?
Balancing the scales.
You are not leaving here with that.
Oh, honey. I'm already gone. always. Bye, Bruce. It's been fun. You've gotten rusty.
You haven't gotten past me yet.
Slow down a bit. You're coming out blurry.
I forgot how skilled you are with your hands.
That's one way to get her to notice you.
Move, John. Sorry, Bruce, but I'm taking Harley's laptop for myself. And I'm finishing this my way.
Harley's laptop, huh? You and I, we're going to talk. Somewhere else. That's the stuff.
So, John, about the laptop.
You know, I'm the first guy who'd resort to stealing. From anyone. Anyone but her. But in a way, that almost makes it more enticing. But in another way, maybe I tell her, get in her good graces. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do just that. Then she'd remember my name has an H in it.
Because we're friends, John. This is between us.
Oh, we are friends. We are. But Harley's... Harley? I don't know, Bruce. I'm torn here. Just thinking about her makes me feel like I'm floating. She's the most intriguing creature ever to grace me with a demeaning insult. Which is great, don't get me wrong. But I want more, Bruce. Like you and Catwoman. I'm only a little ashamed to say that dance had my pulse pounding. What's your relationship with her? Your real one?
Not much to tell. She's just another criminal, John. She's only out for herself.
Oh, you must be blind then, Bruce. I told you, I'm a watcher. And watching her, she sees something in you. If only Harley saw me. Like, really saw me. The world's a crazy place, isn't it? I want Harley, and you want the laptop.
Maybe we can come to an arrangement. I help you with Harley.
I see. You're up to bat then, Wayne. What did you do to make Catwoman purr? How can I get that with Harley?
You just need to be genuine. You're special, John. She just needs to see that.
So, be myself. I hear that a lot, but how can I be myself if I don't really know who that is yet? How did you know who you are, Bruce?
I've always known who I am. Something happened early on that made me what I am today.
Oh, I hope a moment like that finds me soon. Must be great to be who you're supposed to be. I can feel someone a few layers deep, pacing like an animal in a cage. Just looking for something to start it. The prison break.
Now, maybe stick with being nice until you figure it out. People appreciate kindness, even Harley. Probably.
But how does that even work?
Bond with her. Lend a hand with a problem she has.
I don't know, Bruce. I have a tough time just talking to her. Oh, I've got an idea. Let's play pretend.
What?
You be Harley. Say something Harley would say.
Bane is such a loser.
Yeah? What are you gonna do to him?
Snuff out his light. I don't know what she would say.
I'd kill for some front row seats to that. Okay, now say something, date-like. Like we're out painting the town red.
Hi, John. I like hiking. Do you like the outdoors?
Boys, love me! So what do you think? Pretty good, right?
That was okay. But can I make a suggestion? Stay on the subject I brought up until there's a more natural transition to another topic.
Okay, hit me. Another.
What was your favorite thing about Arkham, Puddin'? For me, it was Sloppy Joe Fridays.
Bruce! This is just uncanny. Okay, here we go. I enjoyed the lights. They had a hum to them. Felt like a blanket. Fuzzy, even. I miss that on the outside. It doesn't feel as real here, you know? Out here, chaos seems to rule the day. It's loud and uneven. But you, Harley, you thrive on it. I could learn from that because I thrive on you. You're my light outside of Arkham.
It's beautiful, John. She'll be eating out of your hand in no time.
You think? I don't know. It felt weird to say. I really think I'm getting the hang of this. I'll start the next one. Your face has all the adequate face-like qualities one looks for in a face. Harley, I lobbed you a perfect pitch. You gonna swing or what?
John, sorry, something just came up. It's business. I have to run.
So soon? It's fine. A for effort, Bruce. I guess I won't go tattling to Harley.
So, will you help me get the laptop?
Gosh, Bruce. We are friends, and you're right about that. And, our talk really got me fired up to find myself. My true self. Plus, your Harley is spot on. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, mister. Wait. Jeez. Okay, let me mull over the logistics. But I'm in. Meet me back at the subway when you're done with your business. And because we're pals, coffee's on my dime. Bruce?
Jim?
Evening. Oh, it's good you're here. The last time I fired this up, you didn't show. Had me concerned.
What do you mean?
The agency convoy? All those freaks were in one place and you decide not to show? No, that ain't like you. You don't take time off. So what kept you?
I had business elsewhere.
Well, it better have been pretty damn important. Had to notify a lot of families tonight. Too many. I was counting on you. Sorry. It's just we took a big hit from those animals. I guess I can't really talk. We got there late. By then it was just Quinn. She still hospitalized a dozen good cops, then gave us the slip.
Is that all?
No. No, I got a favor to ask. Lucius Fox. I know he was your friend, and I don't mean to speak ill of the dead. But I think he might have been up to some shady stuff before Riddler's attack on Wayne Tower. He might not have been the man you thought. Not entirely.
I knew Lucius Fox for years, Gordon. The man was a saint.
On the surface, maybe. There's more to the story. Riddler targeted him for a reason. Waller shut down any investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. And that means something stinks in Denmark. You could follow that stench all the way to Fox's employer. Look, just how much do you really know about Bruce Wayne?
He's another friend.
You know, for a loner, you sure seem to have a lot of friends. You might want to start choosing them more carefully. At first, I thought Fox was at the center of it all. But there's a hell of a lot more. A Wayne Enterprises security guard comes to GCPD saying he was assaulted by Harley Quinn and her gang. And who was leading her around like a pet? Bruce Wayne. Then I checked the video recordings. Someone did an amateur job covering up the security footage. Files were replaced, time unaccounted for, sloppy. And strike three? One of my officers gets bashed in the head while he goes into Riddler's old workshop. Wayne even dropped my name with Bullock, like I'd back him up. Dirtbag's got stones, I'll give him that. Bruce Wayne is dirty, and he's dangerous. Waller knows all of this happened, too, and she refuses to let me move on it. So I need you to bring him in. That's the favor. I can't do it, but you can.
I know what it looks like, Gordon. But Wayne isn't dirty.
You're wrong, you know. His whole thing, it doesn't add up. Gotham's safety is slipping out from under me and I can't stand it. I know your friend Catwoman's in town. Got a rap sheet that'll put her away for life. Maybe I can't move on Bruce Wayne, but I can move on her. I should have done this a year ago.
I can't ask you to break the law, Jim.
As soon as I get back to the office, I'm sending out a task force after her. And you better not tell her we're coming.
He sounds like he's on a warpath.
If I warn Selina and she gets away, Gordon and the police will blame me. But if I don't, I put her in danger.
Don't forget that you're both after that laptop. Gordon might be your best chance to slow her down. Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
It's my fault Gordon is like this. I want to tell him everything, but I can't.
Secrets poison relationships, Bruce. But to protect this city, to protect yourself, he can't know. You know, Miss Kyle is going to run sooner or later. It's her nature. How much can you really trust her as an ally? I know how you feel about her. Make certain you aren't letting that cloud your judgment.
We both want to take down the Pact. That I know for certain. Allies are in short supply these days.
I know you've worked together in the past, but circumstances are different. You know what must be done.
I didn't do it.
Splendid.
Don't go, Gordon.
I've got a city to save.
Please, Jim. You have to let me in.
I can't, Batman. It's too much. I'm the best friend you have in spandex or whatever my suit is. What if I grew a mustache for you?
Batman! Hi! Hello! So, John. My name's John. John Doe. You don't know me. Well, we actually did cross paths once, but,
What did you overhear?
I didn't hear anything. I just got here, I swear. Oh, this is just... What a pleasure. So nice to finally meet you. It's just a handshake.
Nice to meet you, John.
Wow, quite a grip you've got there. You must squeeze a stress ball a lot.
I've been waiting over a year for that moment. I'm just such a huge fan of yours. And here you are, in the flesh. Looking for mentors, role models. I've come across a few good candidates. You're Batman.
I don't take on students.
Now hold on. Before you accept, here's what I bring to the table. I can get you Riddler's laptop. All his secrets, right there. And the gang who attacked the convoy, they needed to pull off a big score.
The point.
So what if I steal it from Harley Quinn, no less, and then give it to you? But, and this is a big but. I need you to promise nothing bad will happen to Harley. I mean, letting one criminal slip through the cracks every once in a while can't be the worst thing.
Nothing will happen to her. You have my word.
All right, good. I'm trusting you on this one. Now, when you're on the job, what's the preferred method of extracting a target? Always rappelling in, or explosives as a distraction, or... You know what? I'll wing it.
If I were you, I'd get a friend to help.
That's a great idea! I hope Bruce is there. He'd do anything for me. Oh, one last thing! I collect these. They mean a lot to me. Oh, we look so cool. I mean, you're cool. I'm not usually cool, but next to you, I look cool. This is gonna look great on my wall. Thank you.
Laptop. Behind the stacked deck.
I'll be there. Promise. Hope to die. You won't be disappointed.
You speak, but all I hear are lies! You dishonor yourself, Timothy. If you are the rat, then wear it proud! I would have respect for that, and with respect comes mercy.
Greetings, Wayne. Come with me. As a fellow apostle of technology, I thought you might appreciate this. Bane and I were acquiring components for a device I'll need once we get to the Black Site.
Device?
Yes, an ice explosive for the fire failsafe we anticipate encountering. That isn't the impressive detail. As we ran into interference, I determined I would be more efficient if I made smaller versions and employed them as projectiles.
Who were they?
Hindrances. As you can see, it's been wildly successful.
These people didn't need to die. There are other ways.
Maybe you're better suited for the realm of business. The people you kill there are faceless.
We live in a twisted world, Bruce. Better to abide than struggle against it in vain. One more time, my friend. Why did an alarm go off when it was your job to ensure it didn't?
Bane, come on! I slipped up!
Dangerous time to make a mistake when you knew I was looking for a mole. You're trying to slow us down!
No! Look, I want to get paid, just like you! I got mouths to feed!
Then, when the police arrived, you were nowhere to be found!
You know I'm no traitor! I stood up for you! Remember? Come on, man. We have to stand together on this!
Yeah, sure. Pretty bold move.
Good, yeah. Now why would I do that if I was dirty? I'd have thrown you to the wolves to cover my ass, right?
Oh, a deft turn, but it's not enough to save you. In fact, your awareness of how to deceive only creates more suspicion.
What the hell is going on here?
No!
Merely plugging the leak.
God damn it, Bane. You're running your own investigation?
Hey. Hold on. Damn it.
Why are you complaining?
I didn't get a chance to grill the guy. I'm a trained psychiatrist. What are you? A side of beef with a hunch? I'll find the rat, and I'll deal with it. You can't be trusted to run your men anymore. They're mine now. Got it?
Yours? I freed them from Santa Prisca!
You just killed one. I only shot him. Who do you think wins that recruitment war?
They won't follow you.
What do you want, John?
Right. The laptop. This seems like the perfect time.
You don't know for sure it was him, so now what?
They know the cost. I value loyalty above all else.
You know who's gonna have a tough time being loyal now? That guy.
Just keep her busy. I have to sneak into her office to get it. And it's all yours. Yep. Getting it for my old buddy Bruce. And only you. Promise. Sound like a plan? Up top. Yes, that was a good one.
Hey, you two. What's going on with you guys?
Harley, what a surprise.
You guys get me a black site location or not? The answer had better be yes, Harley.
We didn't find the location to the black site yet, but we did uncover the code name for whatever you're after. Project Lotus. Ring any bells?
And what is Project Lotus?
What do you want? Shouldn't you be informing your men they work for me now?
You? You can't even keep these two from colluding.
Puddin'? Are you kidding me? He's loyal to a fault.
I'm loyal, Harley. Yeah, definitely. Because I want to be. Because I'm being myself. The Mole, Bane's men, you maybe, possibly, potentially can't handle it alone. You have a problem, and I want to help.
You, time out! And you, we need to talk. Bruce. This here's one of my favorite toys. Helps me make boring things into pretty things. Can you be a smart guy and guess another one of my favorite toys? Come on, you can do it.
You mean your hammer?
Good guess. But no, it's John. You two are getting a little too close for comfort. So I'm making a new rule. Hands off. Point is, John's mine, and mine alone. So don't play with my toys, or I'll bash in that pretty face of yours.
Alfred, get a suit ready for drop-off.
Of course. Was your accomplice successful?
Looks like. I'm on my way to meet him now.